to come out here for a second? Those fellows that just walked in, can you send them out to talk to us, please? Because I need to talk to them.
What's the problem? They was taking my daughter from the bus.
I need to go talk to them. What's the problem? Right now. I need to talk to them. Right now.
What did they do?
They were walking in the middle of the street, and I need to talk to them. So please send them out here.
What do you mean? They just crossed over?
Man, this isn't up for debate. They need to come out. Yeah, they crossed over in not a crosswalk. So please send them outside for me.
There is no crosswalk.
97. Send them outside.
Do you think this is going to make anything better or what?
I'm saying, he said...
I'm saying to you.
I'm an adult.
Then act like one and send the gentleman out.
Okay, they are minors.
Okay, he's a police officer. He's asking to speak to them. It
And
doesn't
y'all came
matter.
from that way and they came from this way.
What does that
They
mean?
went to the corner to get my
So
daughter
you're not
off the
going
bus.
to send them out? You're not going to send them out?
And said the bus
You're not
was
going to
late.
send them out?
So what's
You're
the
not going to
problem?
send them out?
Why? I mean,
Are you going to send them out or not? Because this can go an entirely different way. You want to get arrested for obstructing? We can go that route.
And now you're saying it's a traffic violation?
You're right. Because they're jaywalking, not in a crosswalk, across the street. Send them outside last time I'm asking. Last time. I promise you it is. Last time.
You're being difficult.
No, he is being rude, and we have rights, and I'm a fucking adult, and
no
you're
one
a
said you
camera on
didn't.
this block house. What the fuck did my son do?
We're jaywalking. How many times?
Jaywalking, they crossed
All right.
through the alley in this way. I don't understand why you're saying they jaywalk.
Okay. All right.
So when my daughters come and they start crossing this way, are they going to get charged for jaywalking as well? That's ridiculous.
You understand you're just prolonging this.
No, I'm saying, what is his problem? Because he's an officer, he thinks he can talk to me any kind of way.
No, man, listen, but-
I have rights, I know my law.
Okay, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel better?
No, do you feel better? Do you
No.
think you got a badge? Do you think you got run shit like I deal with police shit all the time? Y'all think that y'all carry a badge that y'all can be disrespectful and talk to people like that?
Okay.
And treat people like that? They're minors, and
Hello?
he's pulling up like
Hello?
rob the bank, and he's screaming and yelling.
He's not screaming and yelling. Yep.
Send them outside last time I'm asking. Send them outside last time I'm asking. Send them outside last time I'm asking.
Coming out guns hot, and he needs to rise to the level that
I'm
you
sitting out
are.
my window and I see my son come across the street with my nephew and his friends, and y'all pull up all crazy.
Okay, and we asked them to stop for a minute, and they scurried inside.
Scurried inside. He's already creating a narrative for court and the arrest. I'm not wrong. By the end of the vid, they're going to be saying these kids ran in the house because they saw the cops.
The kids won't come out.
What do you mean, they scurried?
Hey,
They even say that.
I'm not arguing the phone with you. I'm telling you what happened. You either want to agree with me or you don't. It doesn't make a difference.
Okay,
Explain to
so
you what
if I
happened.
show my camera right now, you said something to my son. Because there's
Yes.
four cameras and there's kids.
Go ahead. Pull it up. I said, hey, fellas, hold up a second.
So you ain't think you did it all the time?
No, because they walked in this door.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I'm right. Thank you.
So you're getting them for jaywalking? That doesn't even make sense.
All right. Listen, you want to go whatever room you want.
Bro, they're saying, I was sitting in the door the whole time. I'm sitting down there to get the girls off the bus. The bus is late.
Where were the
They
girls?
crossed through the
There's no
alley.
girls.
They crossed here, and this cop pulled up all crazy, screaming and yelling. And saying they jaywalk. I said, they literally came off the alley across the street. I'm watching them out the window. The other cops screaming and yelling.
Man, what's those kids' names?
What are those kids' names? This is what it's all about. A push for ID. These people are not hired to protect your rights. Again, they are most adept at circumventing them.
They're minors, like they literally just came this way to get my daughter from the bus. I don't understand.
Shut up for 1 second. If I do a traffic stop, I have every legal right to go out with them. They run in this house. I have a legal right to speak with
He
them.
was down there at the bus.
All right, I'll get warrants for him. I'll get warrants.
Warrants for minors? For
I
minors?
don't care. What's their name? What is their name? What is their name? What is their name? What is their name? If you don't want to give it to me, I will arrest you for obstructing. I'm not playing around. What is their name?
I just told you my son's name is.
You
They go and get them for jaywalking. I said for crossing over the street after they went to get their sister and they were late for the bus.
That's correct. If you could just have him come down here and talk to me, we can end this whole thing right
They're
now.
saying they're getting them for traffic violations and I'm impeding and they're going to arrest me because they ran. Well, clearly they didn't. I was up here in the middle the whole time watching.
Hey, excuse me, man. Hey, man.
Yeah, and then I told them I got cameras, so now there's like 4 police cars here.
Well, listen, because when you start screaming and yelling at the police,
No, he started fucking yelling at me
Okay,
first.
all right.
Don't tell me I was yelling. I was cool calm until he started disrespecting
yelling
me.
right now? Are you yelling right now?
Okay, what's your name? That's okay, but I can
Okay.
still have you. By law, you have to give me your name and badge
You
number.
want to talk to me or no?
What? He's not giving me it. He said he's ATF. He don't have to give me his name and badge number. But there's other cops around in the back of the house. They're all behind the house. Can you guys please get off my property? Can you please get off of my property?
No, because we have a legal right to leave. Last chance. What's your name?
No, there's like four police officers around the freaking house.
City, they get shot, right? So we're trying to do our job. We don't want your son or any of their friends. Can you let me talk, young lady? So they see this, they try to coach the kids. They keep walking inside. I personally teach my kids to listen to cops.
What's the ATF for? What's the ATF?
I'm the auditor. I'm their boss. I'm the supervisor's boss.
So,
Okay,
the other one I was talking to wasn't?
But why is
No,
that?
that's the supervisor.
Why is that ATF here for a jaywalk?
That's what I'm saying.
Because I taxed him the right to stand.
Why we have cameras, because the only shit we dealt with is we...
I'll be honest, I haven't been listening to you.
Yeah. Everybody else gets stuff to themselves down in this house. There's other problems on this street. Is he getting a ticket or something?
I just
Or?
refreshed my memory about this house.
And I hope you refresh about across the street as well.
Yeah, because it's the ones over there.
That's how we got right here. Yes, sir.
Come out on their porch with guns right over there. Them people. Yeah. It's all right for their son to walk up and down the street with a gun and this and that. I mean, he's locked up now, but for it. But we'll call police for them to come do something.
Well, and that's the thing is there's two sides of it because the shooting coming from this side going that way too.
Yeah, but that's not the point. He said he didn't have one, and when the cop was down there, they had the doorbell thing, the camera thing, and it showed the gun and everything, and he said he didn't have one over there. Right over there at the house.
Who they send the video?
They have it, where they can see everything. But, he had the gun, getting it out of his pocket, whatever.
When they were shooting back and forth.
No, that was another time, yeah. But saying he didn't, that's what he did. So, crazy.
See this? Ridiculous.
Everybody's back.
The supervisor...
What's the ATF for? What's the ATF
I'm the
for?
auditor. I'm their boss. I'm the supervisor's boss.
So,
Okay,
the other one I was talking to wasn't?
But why is
No,
that?
that's the supervisor.
Why is that ATF here for a jaywalk?
That's what I'm saying.
Because I taxed him the right to stand.
You saw what?
Because I taxed him the right with other officers.
Okay, so you're not in charge then because it's just a jaywalk, right?
Huh? I don't know what they're working on, but right now they're working on her summons with obstructing and.
How's it obstruction when she is the mom of a minor child? Y'all gotta talk to her. Y'all ain't allowed to talk to him if the mom is present. You gotta talk to the mom. Cause he's a minor.
I
Come
know
on,
that he's a
bro.
minor.
Okay, if he's a minor, you're not allowed to talk to the minor. You gotta talk to the mom. You can interview him, and let's say mom say no, you gotta talk to the mom.
If she says no, then yes.
How was she impeding on your investigation?
Place angle where they clearly walked like this and walked up. Here comes these officers. And I'm already at the door. By the time he was out the car, my front door was already shut, and my son and them were already in the house.
Give me a pen and paper so I can get these badges.
And they were going around the house. The police. I was already in the door, like, what's the problem? And they had attitude.
Give me a pen and paper so I can get these badges. What you said to me when I asked you about the camera? Come on, bro. Give me these badges.
I got it on both angles. I got it on both angles.
Ma'am, this is charged for obstructing official business. You got 14 days. Take the ticket.
Nah, ain't nobody seen me charge you badges.
No, we're not yet. We want badge numbers and names. Good, especially yours.
You want mine or no?
Well, what did you think about that? Let me know in the comments. but I've done some videos on this, so you ought to kind of know the answer to this. The cops are at her house without a warrant, no question about that. They don't have any right to be on her front porch. They don't have any right to be within the curtilage of her home, which is basically your yard. The only rights that the cops have in the absence of a warrant or a couple limited circumstances is the same rights that Girl Scouts selling cookies would have. If there's an implied consent for them to be there on the property, if that is revoked either implicitly or expressly, which it definitely was in this case, then they have to leave the property. If they don't, it's a Fourth Amendment violation, and I think that's what we see here. They're asked to leave numerous times. They're going to forcibly stay on her property and force this woman, or attempt to force her, to provide information about herself and her sons when she's asking them to leave the property. There is no question, very well settled U.S. Supreme Court case law in every federal circuit that under those circumstances, that is not a consensual encounter, that it's not a knock and talk situation where the cops are just talking to you consensually at your front door. They are forcing this. They've been asked to leave. They're refusing to leave. Their only legal option, their only constitutional option is to go to a judge and obtain a warrant, which of course they can't do because the only potential crime they observed was jaywalking when her kids walked across the street and walked into the house. That's a joke. The only potential exception to the warrant requirement that could apply would be hot pursuit. But again, this is a jaywalking allegation. There doesn't appear to have been any pursuit. They appear to be lying about that. The video footage shows the shadow of the kids walking into the house pretty slowly, and they just try to initiate a stop at the last second, but the kids are already on the front porch. They're already within the curtilage of their home. The cops are going to have to go get a warrant. And nevertheless, they issued the woman a citation for obstruction. Just like a couple other cases I've had, a couple other videos that I've done. Unless it's a kangaroo court, that ought to go nowhere because she was under no legal obligation to comply with them investigating on her property in the absence of a warrant.